Although we want our cats to always be well, they do get sick from time to time. Certain behaviors can be cause for concern, as they can be symptoms of various diseases. In this video, you'll find out exactly what they are. 1. Neglect grooming. Cats are one of the cleanest animals out there. Few creatures are as dedicated to grooming as our pets. That's why it's even more striking when your kitty suddenly neglects their grooming and hardly spends any time licking their fur. Then you have to get to the bottom of the matter, because cats that no longer clean themselves may be in pain. For instance, if the fur is very matted and this causes dandruff, which can lead to inflammation. Matted fur is often due to parasite or tick infestation or a lack of minerals and vitamins. But inflammation in your cat's mouth can also cause them severe pain, so that they're no longer able to clean themselves. In any case, you should consult a veterinarian if you notice that your cat has been neglecting their grooming for a long time. 2. Excessive grooming. Not only insufficient grooming, but also excessive and too frequent grooming may indicate a health problem in your cat. In particular, if your cat seems very restless, nervous, or irritable while grooming, the cause could be parasites such as fleas, mites, ticks, or lice. Parasitic infestations are often accompanied by severe itching, so cats often scratch and bite the affected areas. But a skin fungus can also be the cause of excessive grooming, as this also causes severe itching. Another reason for increased grooming is allergies, which cause skin rashes and severe itching. They are often caused by food intolerances. If your cat also suffers from fatigue and loss of appetite, as well as gastrointestinal problems, there may be a serious illness behind it, which you should urgently clarify with your vet. If they can't find a cause for the compulsive grooming, it could simply be stress, the reason for which you should find out and avoid in the future. 3. Increased withdrawal. It's perfectly natural for cats to hide from time to time, and this is part of all cats' behavior. However, if you notice that your cat is becoming more withdrawn and needs to sleep more than usual, this is a warning sign that something is wrong. Try to find out why your cat has an increased need for rest. Especially if your cat seems listless and doesn't even want to play anymore, you should be vigilant. There are many reasons for this behavior, from internal injuries and external wounds to various organic and infectious diseases. Thus, consult a vet as soon as possible if you notice that your cat is becoming increasingly withdrawn. 4. Little desire to move. Has your cat always been very active and loved to run around? Then you should be alarmed if your cat suddenly has little desire to move and only leaves their favorite spot for the most necessary things. In many cases, joint problems are behind the reluctance to move. Especially if your cat suffers from arthritis or osteoarthritis, this is accompanied by severe pain as well as movement restrictions, such as avoiding jumping, because your cat tries to put less strain on their joints and thus avoid pain. However, not only diseases, but also injuries caused by accidents can be the cause of your cat's lack of movement. Consult your vet to find the right treatment so that your cat can soon enjoy playing and running around again. 5. No need for petting. Is your cat the most affectionate cat, but suddenly doesn't want to be petted anymore? If so, something is definitely wrong, especially if your cat deliberately avoids being touched. Your kitty may be in pain and try to avoid any petting that will increase their pain. This can be due to injuries, but also to joint diseases such as arthritis. But stomach pain due to gastrointestinal problems can also be the cause of your pet suddenly not wanting to be touched. In any case, you should take your cat to the vet if they avoid being petted for a long time. In most cases, there is a health problem that needs to be treated. 6. Aggressive behavior. If your cat suddenly becomes aggressive by hissing at you, showing their hump, baring their teeth, or raising their fur, even though they were once the friendliest cat around, it could be for a number of reasons. The first thing to consider, however, is whether something is frightening your cat and making them react so aggressively. Changes in the household, for example, a new roommate, can also trigger aggressive behavior due to territory defense or jealousy. If these causes have been ruled out and you can find no other obvious reason for this change in behavior, there is likely a medical cause. Various illnesses that cause your cat discomfort and pain can cause them to behave aggressively. In particular, if their coat condition worsens, they eat less than usual or their stools change, you should take aggressive behavior seriously and take your cat to the vet. 7. Mishaps. It's very annoying for any cat owner when a cat doesn't use the litter box but instead relieve themselves on the floor. But instead of scolding your cat for this, you should think about the causes. If you've changed your cat's food and they react with diarrhea, it's most likely because they don't tolerate the new food and, unfortunately, haven't made it into the litter box. However, serious diseases can also be behind it if your kitty relieves themselves directly on the carpet instead of in the litter box. Intestinal diseases or worms, in particular, are one of the most common causes of cat mishaps. If the urine doesn't end up where it should, your cat could be suffering from a urinary tract infection, which is quite common in cats. Consult a vet immediately, as bladder infections can also lead to urethral obstruction and, in the worst case, kidney failure. Diabetes and other kidney problems can also be the reason for such discomfort, so the cat should be examined by a professional. 8. Constant meowing. Cats meow in all kinds of everyday situations. Either to say hello, because they're hungry, or because they're bored and want to play. This is perfectly normal and also natural when dealing with us humans, because our velvet paws communicate with us by meowing. If, on the other hand, you notice that your cat meows incessantly, even though they were a calm cat before, something is wrong with them. Various diseases, such as hypertension or hyperthyroidism, can be the cause of a cat's increased need to communicate. But also pain caused by injuries, joint diseases, gastrointestinal problems, or even infectious diseases can make your cat meow more often than usual, especially at night. If you have an older cat at home, frequent meowing can also be a sign of dementia. But also cats whose eyesight is deteriorating meow more, because they suffer from orientation problems and call their humans by meowing. In any case, a visit to the vet is essential. 9. Food refusal. Sometimes our cats are simply not hungry. This may be due to the summer heat, when we humans don't have much of an appetite either. But also an unfamiliar type of food can provoke a refusal at first. Stress can also upset our pets' stomachs, for example due to a change in the household. However, if cats suddenly refuse their food for no apparent reason and for a long period of time, there is usually a health reason behind it. For example, your cat may suffer from a gastrointestinal disorder that causes severe stomach pains and nausea. Then it's no surprise that your cat has no appetite. But worms can also be the cause of your cat not wanting to eat. Other possible causes are general infectious diseases that reduce your cat's appetite, as well as pain in the mouth caused by bad teeth or gingivitis. If, in addition to the refusal of food, fever is added or your cat refuses food for more than a whole day, you shouldn't hesitate to take them immediately to the veterinarian. Do you want to know what things you should definitely avoid if you have a tomcat? Click on the image on the left to go to our video on this topic. Or are you interested in the 13 things your cat wishes you knew? We'll tell you all about them if you click on the image on the right.